It out. You know, Greg, whoever comes out on top tonight will have really made a statement to the league.
And, Kevin, no matter what happens, this is a great opportunity for both teams. They say iron sharpens iron. The only way you get better is by facing challenging opponents.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. And finished off by KD.
He's not going to miss an opportunity to find a teammate. Chris Paul delivers.
It's Morant with the drop. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Here's KD. Adams, some nice D.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Nailed from three-point land. Durant's got 5 points so far.
From way downtown, Durant truly knows no limits.
And the shot goes in.
Now, how did he manage to change his shot midair?
Suns have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. KD against Brooks. The kick out to Warren. Suns moving the ball around. Booker with no one around. A three-pointer, no good.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. And with these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Now here's Durant. He has 5. Back to Warren. Durant trying to break free. And the shot by Warren, no good. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The aggressive nature of Morant, taking initiative and daring the defense to get physical with it.
Both free throws good from Morant. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Ayton, the pass to Booker. Back to Ayton. Over in the corner, Warren. Booker outside. Shot clock at 6. Ayton, a screen on Bane. For 3, Booker. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Morant with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Morant drives in.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Oh, man, how about the mid-range jumper from these guys? It's on tonight, a huge part of their offense so far.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
Focus there from Morant. He just takes them all on and stays locked in on the basket.
It's Durant on the wing. Guarded by Morant. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Baseline J on the way. Paul against Morant. Bane passes to Morant. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
And here are the Grizzlies now. They're on a 16-7 run. And Morant throws it down.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Morant against Paul. It's
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Durant with it, defended by Adams. Kicks it out to Paul. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Now, Chris Paul, when he gets into those tight spots, he becomes pretty smart in there.
Free throw drops for Paul. And so Paul nails both of them.
Now, you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. 8-point game. Great D that time from Durant.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. Going on an absolute...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. T.J. Warren out there with Ayton. And it's KD in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Good advice. David, thanks. Morant drives in.
In just so many different ways, Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
KD passes to Ayton.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. Looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
And with every season, Brent, it seems like the league gets more diverse and international. It certainly keeps the play interesting.
Well, the skill set of the younger players that come into the league is absolutely scintillating. And those different styles, those different techniques. That's the great thing about basketball, is that you can find something within each player that you'd like to steal or borrow, but it's unique to them.
Brooks against Durant. From deep. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game. It's hauled in by the Suns. Warren with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks, and it's Ayton missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Morant outside. And finished off by Morant.
Oh, the big finish by Morant. Some of his most spectacular plays happen well above the rim.
Booker draws the double. Passes it to Paul. KD on the wing. 7 points in the game. Phoenix no good that time either.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Morant outside and finished off by Morant.
And you got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
Durant kicks to Warren. KD sets the pick for Warren. Durant, it's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Morant outside. And Morant throws it down.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Nice spin off the left rim and in. And now a 10-point Grizzly lead.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, I don't think he even sees a taller defender out there, just a gifted scorer.
Morant bats for two. And the Grizzlies tack on two more.
Unbelievable athleticism. Morant's stop and start is elite.
Here's Durant, and then Durant with the dunk. He just powered that one of the game's top dunkers.
Blocking foul called on Chris Paul. Third personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, Phoenix trailing here by 8. It's Morant with the drive.
And that's impressive. Morant's ball control and take charge attitude is what makes him so special.
Paul and Adams sends it back. Morant with it, now defended by Warren. Morant surveying the D. Adams trying to free himself up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
There's 48 seconds left in the second quarter. Warren dishes to Ayton. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Morant against Durant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I call an elite showman.
Both free throws good from Morant.
And he's been rock solid at the free throw line tonight. A little bit of an unexpected bonus for them.
Warren the pass to Ayton. Back to Warren. Fires for 3. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. 11 seconds left in the first half. Morant with a wide open look. And again, Memphis no good. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The Grizzlies, 38.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the center, filling out the middle.
And I like seeing Jackson use that length on the offensive glass. You don't have to be the most physical guy when you have a wingspan like that.
Paul for 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Well, Brent, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50. KD, one of those guys who will go down on the list of the greatest scorers in NBA history.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Booker finds Paul. Launches it. The shot missing. And it's Memphis the other way. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
Here's Durant. Grizzlies with the rebound. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
That one on Ayton. This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line.
And what a performance he's put in at the free throw line.
Both free throws good from Morant. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bane.
Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
Ayton inside. Adams on him. Booker outside. Warren a screen on Bane. And here's Booker from the arc. Here's Warren, and it's Warren with the jam.
He's a solid rebounder for his position at forward. 6'8". TJ Warren getting inside and being in the right spot.
Morant, that's for 2. The Grizzlies with another miss. Suns trail by 20. Left side, KD. Durant sets a screen for Warren. Here's Ayton. Rebounded by Jackson. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Ball against Morant. Adams down low. Here's the 3, and it's Morant. That time on the assist by Adams. Morant's got 49 points in the game. KD with it. He's picked up by Morant. Ayton against Adams, and it's Ayton missing. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. Phoenix has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And that one's good, Ayton.
Yeah, that's a smart pass as TJ Warren does a solid job finding the open man.
And the Grizzlies leading by 21. Morant outside. Driving in and finished off by Morant.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Here's Morant and finished off by Morant.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Outside Durant. The kick out to Warren. Clock is at 3. With 3, Booker. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Morant outside. And he drives in. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on Kevin Durant. What a contribution at the line so far. Going 10 for 10. 15 seconds left here in the third quarter. Inside. Now here's Durant. Pass to Paul. Back to Durant from the arc. And no good that time. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Warren, and it's KD in at the three. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
He hits the second from the line. Suns shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. And here's Booker from the arc. That shot, no good. And Memphis the other way now. And it's Morant missing. Got a piece of it. Tries to keep it alive. Phoenix has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And Morant throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
The Suns have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Booker outside. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it.
Kicks it out to Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Drains it from beyond the arc.
This is the type of play where Devin Booker is going to gain a lot of confidence and might start getting aggressive.
Morant with it. Chris Paul covering. Morant against Paul. Morant passes to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. The 3. And it's Morant missing. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. That shot off. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. With the drive, another bucket. Wow!
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And then jammed down as he goes right over Chris Paul.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. He takes it in, and then Morant slams it in.
All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
And Booker kicks to Warren. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. And KD throws it down.
And Durant still has that flush, just an easy deuce for him.
Ball against Morant. And they'll get another chance. Out to the right wing. Another shot. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a show of strength for the Grizzlies.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ja Morant.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
At the tip, it's hauled in by Adams. Memphis with the ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. That's a blocking foul, and he'll shoot free throw. First one falls for him.
Suns foul. T.J. Warren.
Good on both. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Durant deciding where to go with it. Jacks up a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, with that high release and that length, when KD takes a 3, if you're the defender, you're pretty much just hoping he misses.
And here's Morant. From deep. Off target with that shot. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get...
is the system.
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves: Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And Ayton gets it to go.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
Conley passes to McDaniels. Durant against Edwards. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Paul. Durant for 3. First shot won't go.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Clock at 4. Hooker no good.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Edwards against Durant. Right side Edwards. And he can't get that one. And Phoenix the other way now. Durant with it. He's picked up by Conley. And that one's good by Durant.
Nice handles, tight handles, fluid handles, right into a shooting motion. Durant able to do everything on the offensive end.
And he recovers it. Gobert passes to Edwards. Takes it inside. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
And the Suns making a change here. Shamit's checked in.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
Warren with a screen on McDaniels. Durant, the pass to Warren. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Now here's Gobert. Warren with the rebound. Durant with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Outside Durant. From downtown. Phoenix no good that time either. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
And Edwards slams it in.
Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow.
Yeah, for sure. That was a take no chances, take no prisoners slam right there, guys.
Here's Durant after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, he's capable of scoring from anywhere. Durant's size and touch make him a prime-time threat inside.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
McDaniels from long range. And Ayton pulls it down. The Suns have gone 3 of 8 so far. Here's Warren, and he goes in for the dunk.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. McDaniels finds Conley. Sends it home from three-point land. Conley's got 5.
Well, Conley can be a volume scorer from the arc. The defense can't let him just have those opportunities.
Ayton with a screen. Warren, the pass to Ayton. Over McDaniels. And there's Ayton on the assist from Warren.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And Edwards, here we go.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
And the first one at the line is good.
Shooting for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Just 4 seconds left in the first. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great look. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, we've watched them force their way to the line, and it seems to be working so far.
Yeah, this is how you can keep a crowd quiet, though. I mean, methodically score at the line and take some of that energy away from the fans. They don't like to have the action stop in the opposing team scoring.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. Shamet, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Phoenix foul. Landry Shamet. First personal foul. First team foul.
Durant against McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Durant. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
Back to Shamet. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Inside. Here's Ayton. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
Ayton passes to Paul. Back to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
You know, Paul won't miss an opening that good. He quickly feeds the ready shooter, and it's all she wrote from there.
McDaniels can't hit.
It's not easy to finish in traffic, but those are chances he has to convert.
Shamet, no good. Minnesota in the lead. It's Edwards on the wing. He's guarded by Paul. Gobert inside. Durant's there. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And the Suns making a change here. Booker's checked in. The Suns have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Conley against Paul. Pass to Warren. Screen by Durant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
Way back in the 2020 NBA bubble, seems like that was years ago. T.J. Warren was unstoppable. Averaged nearly 27 points and 6 boards in those 10 games he played in the bubble.
Well, following the bubble, Warren missed nearly 2 full seasons of play.
Yeah, really a shame, B.A., because he was on a trajectory as a scorer that had him approaching elite status. But he was kept out back-to-back seasons with consecutive stress fractures in his left foot. But through hard work, Warren has recovered, and I hope he can regain the form he showed in 2020.
McDaniels finds Conley. Back to Daniels. Down low. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. The Suns trailing. Outside Booker. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second personal foul.
Rudy Gobert picks one up.
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up. Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Here's Towns. The Suns clear it.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Outside Booker. Ayton with a screen. Booker on the take. Warren, the pass to Durant. Clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
On the wing, Durant. Knocked away. Here's Edwards. 16 points for him. And Edwards slams it in.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Outside Warren. From deep. No good on the shot. The Timberwolves have gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. Conley passes to Gobert. Here's McDaniels. Outside Edwards for 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Phoenix has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. The shot from 20 feet out. The kick out to Paul. Pass to Durant. 5 on the clock. The Suns need to get off a shot. For 3, Booker. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Thanks, Allie. After the break.
21. The Timberwolves, 31.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. T.J. Warren out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half. And it's powered home by Towns.
Boy, it's really good to see your big man imposing his will physically. Right there, Towns with a statement finish.
Outside Booker. On the wing, Durant fires for 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Booker can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Towns against Paul. The three. Kept alive by Minnesota. Towns passes to Conley. The kick out to Edwards. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Towns for three. He goes up again from outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Well, the Suns shooting around 35% from the field so far. Outside Durant. Puts up a 3. Ball finds Durant. Phoenix no good that time either.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy. You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves. Recording their second winning season since 2005. Getting on track for future success.
So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles. Building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
And Durant gets it to go.
And, you know, once Durant notices a lane, you're toast. I mean, using his long strides to get inside fast, unstoppable.
And he makes it.
What a move that time. Crossed up the whole building on that play.
Towns has got room. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Outside for Booker. Pass to Warren. All sorts of time. And another basket for Phoenix.
Boy, Warren does a nice job, I think, of putting himself in position for those catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Here's Towns. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It felt like we'd become a league where every game turned into a three-point shooting contest. But, Clark, we've seen different styles work.
Exactly, B. I mean, take Chicago during the 21-22 year. I mean, they were fantastic offensively, yet near the bottom of the league in three-point attempts. Having teams with distinct offenses, I think, makes the game a lot more fun to watch.
Knocks down the triple.
I mean, what a generational talent. KD, deadly from the corner.
Pass to Gobert. Now here's McDaniels. Towns down low. Booker defending. Towns gets the bucket. Towns has got 8 points in the quarter.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
For three, Durant. Warren. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Warren's got 10 points.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
Shot's good by Towns.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
To the inside. Here's Ayton. Drops in the layup for 2. He's got 9.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Towns passes to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Towns showing you his unselfishness there, willing to give up the rock if his teammate has something a little better.
Here's Durant. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. McDaniels with it. Now guarded by Booker. And now the Suns fast break. Here's Ayton. It's blocked by Gobert.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Here's Towns. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on T.J. Warren.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line. Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Durant way outside. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Timberwolves ahead. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Edwards the pass to McDaniels. Tries again. Gobert, that's good.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
For 3, Durant. McDaniels with the rebound.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
The kick out to Edwards. Three-pointer. McDaniels, that's good. McDaniels got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Ayton with a screen. Booker for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game. To the right side. Here's Towns. Can't cash it in from close range. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Here's Durant. Phoenix no good that time either. For Minnesota, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Stolen by Ayton. In transition, here come the Suns. Tries to break his ice. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Towns. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game as a result of good defense has been very strong.
Outside McDaniels. Back to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
You have to love what Gobert is doing on the offensive end so far. Staying active and finding lots of ways to contribute. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
That was just incredible instincts defensively. He saw the ball coming back out and made the play.
For Phoenix, they've got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. Warren, the pass to Booker. The kick to Durant. Tries to snap the cold streak. Doesn't go that time. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Towns with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. From the arc to the left wing.
2 minutes remaining.
Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim. And you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
Towns into the lane. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
And the lob disrupted. Not to be. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Here's Gobert. It goes. He's 10 for 13. So much confidence.
Incredible balance on that take. You gotta respect watching Gobert muscle his way through the defense.
Really hard to think of things they didn't do well in this one. Certainly a dominant night on offense
for the Timberwolves.
They looked to run anytime they could.
They set the tone with their pace. Their transition game was excellent.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Rudy Gobert.
And you can't put a price on the value of his rebounding in this game. His effort on the glass was a game changer.
For three, Durant. Stolen by Conley. He's got a clear path. Ball's going up the court.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
Durant with it. Towns covering. Outside Warren. Back to Durant. Can they get it? And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And Kevin Durant, post-Achilles surgery, no apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the third highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
Towns passes to Conley. Shot clock at 6. This one for 3. They grab their own miss. The kick out to Edwards. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. To walk into it, thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
That should make this an interesting game. We could see a lot of transition play.
Neither of these teams is going to be under duress of the shot clock. I am curious to find out which team not only plays quickly, but does so without turning it over. That maximizes their possession. That team, I think, has a real shot of winning this basketball game.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. Oh, here's Edwards. Down low. Here's Gobert. Up again. And Edwards is right there.
You see the kind of power that Anthony Edwards can play with. This guy, the board, the finish, yes, sir.
So they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
On the wing, Brooks bangs home the trifecta.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Now here's McDaniel. The pass to Gobert. Outside, Towns. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Back to McDaniel. 5 on the clock. And finished off by McDaniel.
Karl Anthony Towns, as a big man, is a tremendously solid passer, willing to move the basketball.
And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think of a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Pat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip, can play big inside and play big outside, does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair. Boy, young talents like Anthony Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential, but there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Here's Morant. It's rebounded by Towns.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
Edwards passes to Towns. One-on-one fast break. Morant finds Jackson. There's the three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Back to McDaniel. Edwards passes to McDaniels. And there's the feed to Gobert. Puts the move on. Pass to Conley. Gobert with a screen on Morant. Conley dishes to Gobert. Second chance shot, and it's good on the way in.
Well, putting all of that 7-foot frame to use, Rudy Gobert has been one of the consistent offensive rebounders in the league.
Morant kicks to Brooks. On the wing, Bain. It's Morant in the corner. Misses the three.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Gobert with it. He's picked up by Morant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Minnesota shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Rudy Gobert is one of the game's dominant big men. He understands how to use his length and his size defensively, and he's figured out how to fit in. This guy is an outstanding screener offensively.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. But Grizzlies pull it in.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And finished off by Gobert.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Towns, high post. Jackson on him. And the rejection by Jackson. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now, here's Adams. He's still scoreless so far in this one. That one a little long. Minnesota leading by 3. Passes to Towns. 27 seconds left here in the first quarter. Gobert, no good. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Here's Bane. Jackson. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
And that does it for the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead, up 5. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the center. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. The Grizzlies trail by 7. It's Morant with the drive. And he can't jam it through. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, don't sleep on the foot speed of Karl Anthony Towns. He's a factor in transition.
Oh, that was something else.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Back to Conley. Gobert the pass to Towns. Gobert with a screen on Jackson. Towns dishes to Gobert. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 to start off the second quarter. Morant outside. Minnesota with the rebound.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing to rise up and swat that one away. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. Gobert down low. Adams on him. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Back to Gobert. It's stolen by Adams. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And finished off by Morant.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. To the right side. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. No good on the 3. Minnesota leading by 5. McDaniels dishes to Edwards. At the elbow, it's Gobert. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Towns in the corner. Gobert with a screen for Towns. 4 on the shot clock. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
And the shot goes in. And it's a 7-point Minnesota lead. Evaluating recent attempts, Doris, to create super teams. They haven't quite worked out as planned, have they?
What we understand now is the game isn't played on paper. So many things go into winning. Chemistry, health, and if you risk your future trying to put together a super team with no consideration for what comes next, that can be problematic.
Left side, Edwards. Here he goes, and Edwards with the stuff.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window and exploits it.
1:12 left in the first half.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns, one of those 5 men that you can play in a big lineup, you can play in a small lineup. Because of the diversity of his offensive game, you can mix his spots on the floor. So important.
Adams with it. Now guarded by Towns. Jackson passes to Brooks. Pocket 6. Morant outside. Over Conley. And the rejection by Towns. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And it's Morant missing. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. And it's Towns penetrating. And Towns throws it down.
Well, you love his toughness. You can tell that this young guy cares. The game is important to Karl Anthony Towns.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Adams trying to free himself up. Morant with another miss. McDaniels in the post. Brooks covering. The kick out to Towns. Back to Gobert. It's stolen by Adams. And so it's Minnesota holding on to an 11-point. All right, Dave, thank you. And
16, the Timberwolves, 27.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Minnesota leading by 11 on the court for Minnesota. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1.
First team foul.
The kick out to Towns. Back to Gobert. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Well, this is why Rudy Gobert has shot well over 60% for his career. If he's that close, he will put it in the basket.
Morant passes to Bain. Gobert against Morant. Looking to get back on track here. And then Morant grabs it in.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. It's stolen by Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards. Always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
There's Jackson with the 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. McDaniels got 5 rebounds tonight. And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels, Doris, is how effortless he makes the game look.
Kev, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handful on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential.
In just so many different ways, Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. Off on the layup. Minnesota leading by 12. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Left side, Towns. Conley left side. Back to Towns. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Rudy Gobert increasingly is capable of these nights on the offensive end where he's just putting it to the defense.
Bucket is good. Jackson's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
McDaniels, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Dylan Brooks. For Minnesota, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
At the line for 2.
And McDaniels drops them both. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Morant looking around. Right side Jackson from past the arc. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. There's the drive, and Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
Pass to Bain. Out to Morant. Over Edwards. Kept alive. Adams' shot is good. Adams has got his second basket.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Edwards. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Let's remember, Anthony Edwards is 6'5" with a 6'9" wingspan. Those long arms, very difficult to deal with defensively. Draws the contact there.
And he sinks the second. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Brooks outside. 1:24 left in the third. No good on that one. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And Edwards with the stuff.
This guy is so explosive. Anthony Edwards off the bounce. My goodness.
The drive by Bain. Now here's Morant for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Morant's got 9 points in the quarter.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him. But again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
Well, inside, Mike Conley has got to be savvy, and he is in that instance.
Outside for Jackson. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Michael Conley picks one up. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of this. And Bain drops them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Edwards can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 14. To the middle. Here's Jackson. Out to Brooks. It's tipped. Adams the pass to Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Morant outside. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
And so it's Minnesota enjoying a 12-point lead as they... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Alexander Walker passes to Gobert. Shoots over Adams. 4 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And the rugged toughness of Morant. Excellent at fighting through there and capitalizing in style.
Now here's McDaniels. Brooks covering. Driving the lane and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
Their fast break plays have seemed unstoppable. They just keep finding ways to overrun the defense here in transition.
The other thing for this team today, they have a bunch of second chance points. They're turning misses into makes.
Here's the pass to Bain. And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop. McDaniels passes to Alexander Walker. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Now here's McDaniels to the left side wing. Baseline jumper. Gobert with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Stolen by Brooks. And here we go. Fast break and Morant. Oh, wow.
This is where Morant is so dangerous. The open court, he knows how to exploit a defense.
McDaniels. And the 3 ball is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
Both free throws good from Morant. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Edwards looking it over. Pass to Alexander Walker. The dish to Towns. And the rejection by Morant.
And how about using that impressive vertical on defense? Morant has the ability to block shots when in position.
Into the lane. And that one is off. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. 17 points was their biggest margin. And he commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 13 foul.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. The shot. Shot's good by Alexander Walker.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
.156 left in the fourth quarter of this one. 6 to shoot. Morant with the steal. And now the Grizzlies fast break. Brooks kicks to Morant. Driving to the basket. And then Morant slams it in.
Hard trying to contain Morant. When he makes up his mind he's going to score, he goes for it.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Out to Edwards. Drives to the hoop. And Adams sends it back.
This is one of the toughest bigs in the league. Steven Adams challenging opponents defensively. Nicely done.
Timberwolves leading by 6. Outside Edwards. .102 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Towns. Lays it up off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns can make face-up perimeter jump shots, no doubt. But when he's got this part of his game cooking, look out.
The shot's good from Alexander Walker.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Clark's checked in, and Edwards drops them both.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. It's going to be Towns shooting. That one's on Morant. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Morant outside. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he stays with it. Can they get it? No good. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. This was a... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll... NBA Sports. Get ready. Oh, a lot of history, Richard, between these two teams tonight will be another installment in this terrific rivalry.
And let me say, playing in the same conference, having to go through each other year after year, yeah, that can breed a little bit of contempt. Let's just say it that way.
Exactly. I'm sure you felt that against rivals in your division and your conference.
Yeah, I think most of the time they felt it against me.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Warren, and it's KD in at the 3. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now here's Morant. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Durant.
Good instincts to read the path and get in a position to pick it off.
Rebounded by Jackson.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And since coming into the league, Desmond Bane, Richard, has quickly established himself as a knockdown three-point shooter.
Yeah, his accuracy and efficiency from out there is incredible. The spacing he provides is why he's a key part of this team.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
It's stolen by Adams. It's Morant. Oh, my goodness, the slam.
And, man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Booker the pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. Fires the 3. And the Suns miss again.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Bane. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Brooks outside for Jackson. Driving inside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Stolen by Jackson. Now here's Morant for 3. The shot, no good. Now the Suns take it the other way. Stripped it away. Jackson against Warren. Here's Morant driving the lane. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Whew. You try to get spicy and totally whipped, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least, about a week.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Jackson from long range. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They've been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
Now Durant, after the missed 3 from Desmond Bane. Ayton kicks to Durant. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Suns trail by 4. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Morant. Brooks outside. Durant with the steal. 1:15 left to play in the first quarter. Warren a screen on Brooks. Durant dishes to Warren. Just 5 to shoot. KD against Brooks. Brooks, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Here's Morant. Jackson passes to Bain. Adams trying to free himself up. And again, Memphis no good. Suns trail by 4. Booker inside. Guarded by Morant. Ball's knocked loose. Jackson against Warren. And Jackson throws it down hard.
There are not many players of his size that can go off the bounce and throw it down like Jaren Jackson Jr.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And the Grizzlies leading by 6. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now here's Morant for 3. Here's Bain. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And so he makes both from the line. Here's Paul. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Over in the corner, Warren. Kicks it to Booker for 3. He's off on that one. And so it's Memphis holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some inspired. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Grizzlies? Memphis leading by 8.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the center filling out the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
Ho-hum, guess what? Another bucket for KD. Just making the game look easy. Somewhat boring.
The Suns shooting their first free throw this game.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
Brooks misses. Suns trail by 7. Booker with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And Booker kicks to Ayton. Durant against Jackson. Adams, some nice D. And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation.
Here's KD, and hammers that one down right in the face of Jaren Jackson.
He's not even a near 7-footer. He is a 7-footer. Durant handles it like a guard, just unguardable at times.
Adams, the pass to Jackson. It's Morant with the drop. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. To the paint, and Ayton throws it down.
The elevated playmaking of Durant. Passes like that really bring the team closer together.
And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Adams. Morant's got 6 points.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
It's Durant on the wing. Brooks covering. 6 on the shot clock. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It goes on Dylan Brooks.
defensively, Durant might be the most unguardable player in NBA history. He can shoot, dribble, pass, drive, you name it. Everything he does it at a high level on top of being 7 feet tall.
Brooks misses. Suns trail by 3.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. Booker with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Stolen by Jackson. Stolen by Warren. And the rejection by Jackson. For 3, Booker. The shot that time, not on target. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Brooks. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far. But Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, heads-up play by Warren. Spotting a wide-open shooter and delivering a dime.
Brooks outside. Memphis moving that ball around. Pass to Bain. The feed now to Adams. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Adams has got 4 this quarter.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Just too much to handle. Durant not fazed by the bump.
Here's Brooks. Phoenix grabs the miss. 1:15 left in the first half of the game. Durant, that's good.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And they double up Morant to the middle. It's tipped. Durant with the steal. Paul with the ball. Durant in the corner. Back to Paul to the wing on the left. Booker with it. He's picked up by Morant. And it's keeping it alive with a new 14. And there it is for him.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
The drive by Jackson.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Jackson kicks to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game. 20 seconds left to play here in the half. Booker outside. Down low, so another turnover for Memphis.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Back to Adams, and some good action through the first 2 quarters. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back.
The Suns, 21.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 from Monty Williams. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. T.J. Warren out there with Ayton. And it's KD in at the 3 spot.
And just using that length to his full advantage. Durant draws the foul, and we know what usually happens when he steps to the line.
And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson. 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
For three, Booker. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. The pass to Morant. Here's Jackson. Fires from 14. Out to Brooks. Shot clock at 6. And it goes down 2 points.
And he plays with swagger, and when Brooks makes plays like that, it just fuels his fire even more.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Brooks, the pass to Bain. Brooks with it. Now defended by Warren. Jackson misses. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns, trailing by 5. KD dishes to Paul. Beyond the arc. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game.
And the toughness of Brooks on display, not fearing contact when he's looking to score inside.
Cameron Payne's checked in for Chris Paul.
Well, if you poll players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens on the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large human.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
With elite speed and quickness, Morant continues to be ferocious on those fast breaks.
Warren the pass to Ayton, and Adams sends it back. Memphis leading by 9. From deep, Brooks. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Brooks has got 10 points in the game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Payne finds Warren. Ayton sets the pick for Warren. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. On the wing, Bain. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Memphis moving it around. Here's Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's 6 points for Jaren Jackson.
Just like his pop, Jaren Jackson Jr. Yeah, look, this man, when he gets close to the hoop, it is pretty much automatic. You can't let that happen.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Three-pointer, Brooks. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Suns trail by 14.
Walking foul call. Dylan Brooks. His first personal foul. Second team foul.
.109 left to play in the third. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Here's Morant. Brooks finds Morant. Here's Bain. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Bain's got 10.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
Ayton a screen on Morant. Bain passes to Booker. 44 seconds left in the third quarter. And the rejection by Jackson. It's stolen by Adams. Feeds to Jackson. Buries it down low. Jackson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just spanning the flank.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's Morant. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. 14 points for John Morant. Here's Durant, and finished off by KD.
Well, Durant must be making the defense sweat a little bit right now. Whenever he gets into a rhythm, he gets aggressive.
And stolen by Ayton. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Memphis out in front. They lead by 8. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Here is Durant. The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at point guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Here's Morant. Here's Bane. And that one is stuffed right through.
The dime courtesy of Morant. I'd love to play with John. He's always looking to move that ball.
Booker looking around. Passes it to Warren. A 3-ball. No good from Booker.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Bane with the bucket.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Brooks against Durant. Warren a screen on Brooks. Durant kicks to Payne. It's good from long range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
Traps in the tray.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Bane, good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one. Durant, the pass to Booker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Morant outside. He feeds it to Adams. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
A massive energy force. Adams is about 270, and that's all nasty. Very hard to contain, and he draws a lot of fouls. And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Warren dishes to KD. For 3, Booker. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. On the wing, Bane. And again, Memphis no good. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Durant kicks to Warren. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3. Brooks against KD. along the wing. Bain. No good on the triple.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from three, and he's pretty good from there.
Durant, the pass to Ayton. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. 14 foul.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. KD looking around. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Warren. Shoots from 12.
This team leans on Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defense. It can be a difference maker.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies. First free throw is good. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
And they recover it. Morant kicks to Jackson. Clock at 6. Dishes it to Brooks. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And the Grizzlies lead by 19.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Grizzlies.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Steven Adams.
He was just dropping dimes left and right out there. Any opening that the D provided, he exploited it and found his teammates.
And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
And that one's good, Ayton.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
.29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Memphis moving that ball around. Out to Brooks. That's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Off the inbound pass.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Free throw drops for Ayton.
And you just have to be enticed by the skill set of Ayton, a 7'1" behemoth who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends.
And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Now here's Morant. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense.
At the line for
and the technical free throw is good.
And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with.
And finished off by Morant.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish it.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight.
expecting an intense battle in the front court tonight, Grant. Both teams with a lot of talent in those positions.
You know, B.A., it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to get a little creative.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with T.J. Warren, and it's Durant in at the 3.
Durant still has a drive to keep adding something to his game offensively, which should be scary to the rest of the league, but makes him so fun to watch. 2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Back to Ayton. Here's Paul. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
The competitiveness of this game lifting, and so Chris Paul's going to get to that standard. He enjoys being aggressive on the offensive glass.
McDaniels finds Edwards. The three-pointer off the mark. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the floor.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. It was their most wins in the season in franchise history, and it just didn't play out that way.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Offline with a 3. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Here's Durant going inside, and it's slammed in by Durant.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
You got a piece of it.
Well, TJ improving his awareness on defense is something that coaches are looking for. Nice block there.
And Durant with the big finish.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and their point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. Make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
For 3, Booker. The rebound by the Timberwolves. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Kevin Durant.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And he's good on the second. The Suns have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Here's Durant, and Durant with the big finish.
There are very few guys Durant's size who can change pace with the bounce like he did there.
Back to Edwards. Gobert inside. Durant's there. And Durant with the block. He shoots it. Misses off the right iron. The Timberwolves trail. Pass to McDaniels. Lets it go from deep. He buries it from 3. McDaniels got 6.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
Booker no good.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And Durant with the block.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great D.
Pass to Ayton. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside. And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
So it's Phoenix now. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot 1 more at the line. So it'll be Devin Booker shooting. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Well, have we gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers? So a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
Now here's Edwards. Towns finds Edwards. Stolen by Ayton. Warren with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. Ball passes to Durant. Inside, Ayton, and all around the rim that time before dropping. Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brett, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, B.A., if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
Here's Towns. And Towns slams it home.
And just so great to see a big man busted up the court like Towns here. I mean, getting into position for the points on the move, wow, incredible.
Now here's Booker. And he drops it in from the low post. Booker's got 5.
He picks the exact right moment to get himself a clear line to the basket.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gobert, no good.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Now Towns. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Phoenix. They lead by 11 as the quarter. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shootings, containing shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with T.J. Warren, and it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
That's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
At the line for 2.
And the second free throw is good. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. And we have to take another look at that block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Booker against Edwards. Durant for 3. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Durant's got 18.
I mean, what a generational talent. KD, deadly from the corner.
And that one's good from Conley.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
And Edwards slams it in.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet.
And as good a passer as we've ever seen in the NBA. Chris Paul setting up a great look that time.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
And the layup is good off the glass. He's got 5.
And just crashes the glass with effort and intensity. I mean, how do you box a guy out like Towns?
Pass to Ayton. And stolen by Gobert. To the paint. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Booker, the pass to Durant. Crafty move, and it's good on the layup. Durant's got 9 points in the quarter.
KD, one of those guys who will go down on the list of the greatest scorers in NBA history.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. The kick out to Paul. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Edwards with it, and it's Paul picking him up. And Edwards slams it in.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Warren, the pass to Ayton. Outside Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Outside for Booker. Over Edwards. No good. A bit long that time.
You get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
All alone on the break. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Big man you don't want to send to the line. DeAndre Ayton's free throw capabilities keep him on the floor at all times. Well, DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Ayton, he's just a different matchup.
That size, VA, and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
No good on the second free throw. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. He goes up, and Booker with the jam.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Here's Conley. Soft touch off the glass. Conley's got his second basket.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
And it's slammed in by Durant.
You love how sudden Durant can be with that attack, and he sliced up the defense. They were unprepared.
Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
That's unblockable unless they can get a bigger man on him. Got to learn your lesson.
Edwards against Booker. Ayton inside. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
Conley finds Gobert. Back to Conley. Outside Edwards. McDaniels inside, guarded by Durant. Outside Conley. There's the triple. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And it's slammed in by Durant.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
Gobert passes to Towns. And here's Edwards outside. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Edwards got 13 now.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
And Durant with the big finish.
Well, long legs of Kevin Durant. They're galloping down the lane. I don't know how you catch up there.
Kevin Durant has been leading.
35, the Suns, 44.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here's Gobert. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Gobert's got his first points of the game.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You were so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Durant with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Ayton passes to Durant. Over McDaniels. And that one hits the back iron. The Timberwolves trail. Second half of basketball. Just over a minute played so far. Pass to Gobert. Here's Towns. Conley finds Towns. No good from outside. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Tips it up. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And Ayton just up over the top at his size to throw that one down.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. And Warren with the bucket on the assist by Booker. Booker's got 4 assists in the game. Conley against Paul. Towns for 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Yeah, it's a smart pass as T.J. Warren does a solid job finding the open man.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
That shot off the mark. And Phoenix the other way now. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Durant. The 11-footer. Stolen by Conley. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota.
I'm not sure if family and friends are here in the stands tonight, but we wanted to show that one off. Fading away on the shot was absolutely not necessary.
Minnesota's got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Pass to Gobert. Towns against Ayton. Gobert throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on T.J. Warren. After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous, and this team really came together in a hurry, and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
And Gobert with the stuff.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
Here's Paul. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Paul's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And Ayton pulls it down. The Suns have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. Pass to Paul. It's blocked by Gobert.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Towns with the ball. Warren covering. Pass to Conley. Out left to the wing. Towns for 3. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got assist number 8 here already in the game. On the wing, Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
That's impressive. Kevin Durant just getting up and throwing it down.
Here's Conley. And no get that one to fall. And so it's Phoenix closing out this quarter with... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. T.J. Warren out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at the 5, down low.
There's a lot of people who are very curious about Ayton and the total package he is. Nice pass there.
Right side Durant. Here's Paul. An easy 2 on the layup. And the Suns lead by 13. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Phoenix.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And all game long, they've been finding blocks. Their focus on strong rim protection has helped stifle the opposing team's offense.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Now here's Towns. Gobert to win the run. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Durant. Minnesota with a rebound. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Gobert gets the bucket.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, Warren hungry to get in there and get his hands on the rim. 2 more for him.
Conley passes to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
To the left side wing. Back to Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Here's Conley. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Here's Towns. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
You know Towns' team is loving this. He's letting his natural scoring ability run wild on offense.
Paul passes to Warren. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection. But you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Stolen by Conley. It's McDaniels on the wing, guarded by Durant.
Can you say natural leader? Conley is especially effective at running the offense and involving his teammates through his passing.
Now here's Durant. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Warren. Shot clock at 5. And it's off from 3-point range. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Oh, denied by Durant. Pass to Warren. Oh, deflected. Durant against McDaniels. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Towns for 3. And Ayton pulls it down.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more 3-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him. And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Yeah, it looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight. I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Outside Paul. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
defenses that pile up the assist, Clark, you've come to the right place.
Tell you what, Kevin, both of these teams really emphasize player movement, ball movement, and getting everybody involved, touches and shots. It makes them very unpredictable and really keeps the defense off balance.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in its small forward. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. And he gets the bucket.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made. And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
A crossover, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Now here's Edwards. There's the drive. The rebound by Steven Adams.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Outside, Towns. Outside, Conley. Pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Play on the clock. Edwards drives in. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Here's Adams. Gobert with the block. Right side, Edwards. Towns wide open. Hits the three-point bomb. Towns has got 5 now.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A massive energy force. Adams is about 270, and that's all nasty. Very hard to contain, and he draws a lot of fouls.
And so Adams nails both of them. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Edwards kicks to Towns. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Back to Towns, and Towns throws it down.
An absolute beast in the pick and roll. Towns rolls off ready to score. He doesn't disappoint either.
Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Gobert with the block. Outside Conley. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint. And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an all-star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an all-star.
And here's Towns after the three-pointer from Desmond Bain. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards, confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Here's Morant, driving to the basket.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an All-Star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve. Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And between his footwork and height, Jackson is a tough matchup for defenders. Here he takes full advantage and draws the foul.
Hey, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
And not only that, their elite conditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively. Boy, they are getting out and running.
Towns. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
Here's Morant, and he slams it down right on top of Karl Anthony Towns.
And that's impressive. Morant's ball control and take charge attitude is what makes him so special.
Out to Conley, and there's the pass to Gobert. Conley against Morant. Gobert, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Morant. Oh, my, what a play.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
The drive by Gobert. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Back to Gobert. Adams, some nice D. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Timberwolves. That quarter had to take a lot up. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
On the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game. And in the NBA, Clark, one singular talent can transform a team, as we know. So if you could play with either a superstar scorer or a defensive player of the year type, which would it be?
I think I've got to go with the defender, Kevin, simply because there are a lot more guys that do scoring at a high level than do defending at a high level. And if you have an elite defensive player of the year kind of guy, he can make a huge impact on your championship chances.
Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Payne looking around. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Conley dishes to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And the dunk by Towns.
You know, Karl Anthony Towns can put up an easy, low-stress 30 or 40 points. And when he gets rolling, he's a joy to watch.
And ball goes up and Adams comes down. The anticipation skills, knows where to be to finish that play.
Edwards kicks to Gobert. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Payne for 3. Brooks with it. Working on McDaniels. Outside Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. to Bain for the three. A leaner. Out that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Jackson.
And great from deep. Jackson, no issues hitting the mid-range either. Another big who has range in the new NBA.
The offensive rebound. Conley kicks to Towns. The second chance effort, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 5th assist in this one. It's Morant with the drop, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Michael Conley picks one up.
Absolutely fearless. Morant willing to put his body on the line in order to make plays. In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Here's Gobert. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Gobert's got 4 this quarter.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Here's Gobert. Grizzlies with the rebound. Brooks with no one around. And another miss by Memphis. Minnesota's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
17 foul.
Edwards drawing the double team. Over to the left wing. McDaniels finds Gobert. Out to Edwards. Fires the 3. And no good. And Memphis the other way now. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Jackson's got 8 points.
And as Jackson's jumper improves, I think so do his prospects for more minutes. This is a guy that some think can be a perennial all-star.
Deflects the pass. Out to Conley. Back to Gobert. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game. There's the lob to Adams. It's stolen by Gobert.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
It's deflected. Morant outside. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
Oh, the big finish by Morant. Some of his most spectacular plays happen.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Grizzlies lead by 2. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after. And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Minnesota shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
You can tell Towns is a true modern-day player. He's got a diverse skill set, and he can do so much more than you're used to seeing from a guy his size and his position.
Here's Morant, and Morant throws it down. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Out to Edwards. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Edwards got 14 points.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Three-pointer, Brooks. That one misses. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Gobert the pass to McDaniels. Edwards with it. Now defended by Bane. Fires from deep. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but it sure looked good there.
Bane passes to Jackson. Back to Bane. Outside Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Edwards kicks to Conley. Back to Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Grant and the call on the shot. It sends him to the line. Michael Conley picks one up. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
Yeah, 76% from the line a season ago, and most would consider that to be a success.
Timberwolves leading by 6. Conley with it. He's picked up by Brooks. There's the triple. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Towns with the steal. Inside. And the rejection by Jackson. It's Brooks on the wing. He's got 7, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
17 foul.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. Outside, Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Brooks. Here's Edwards. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
To the inside. It's stolen by Edwards. And now here comes Conley leading the break. McDaniels with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Back to Bane. Here's Morant. Gobert with the block. And he gets it back. Some nice passing there by Memphis. 4 on the shot clock. Brooks finds Bane. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. A nice shot by McDaniel. 7 points for Jaden McDaniel.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
It does a lot for Conley's overall game when he's attacking. He wants to give the D more to worry about than just passing and shooting.
Timberwolves leading by 13. Outside, Towns. Conley dishes to Gobert. To the left wing. Towns kicks to Conley. The kick out to Towns. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Second team foul.
The Grizzlies trail by 13.
They need a bucket in a big way.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. My goodness.
In just so many different ways, Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
McDaniels in the post. Adams defending, and he makes that one. Gobert's got the lead up to 13 now for Minnesota.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
We've got 13 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game.
And how about the assertiveness from Morant, wasting no time firing. Love his approach.
Here's McDaniels. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. 13 points. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Memphis, the wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move.
Oh, the power on that throw-down.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shot at the rim.
Here's Gobert, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
He kicks it to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Bain. Conley the pass to Edwards. McDaniels with the ball. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 8 rebounds in this game. Jackson finds Morant. Unloads. And it's off the back rim. No good. Minnesota leading by 14. Here's Gobert. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. That's 12 points for Rudy Gobert.
Passes like this demonstrate Conley's unselfishness as well as his desire to get his guys going on offense.
Launches a 3. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Gobert, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Adams outside. They need this. It's hauled in by Edwards. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. Pass to McDaniels. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Morant kicks to Bain. Back to Jackson. Lets the 3 fly. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Conley penetrating. Banked in off the glass.
He's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
And again, Memphis no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Pass to Towns.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Now McDaniels. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Wants to get it to Edwards and does. Puts up a 3. It's in and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Adams wide open. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Now the Timberwolves with it. Outpacing them right now in a 15-2 run. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Towns dishes to Conley. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Minnesota.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Anthony Edwards.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Grizzlies shooting in this game 45% from deep three-point range, and it's Morant missing. Minnesota shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Brooks outside. Towns with the steal. Now here's McDaniels. Stolen by Brooks. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. From deep. That shot off the mark. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Outside Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, no good. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. They won this game going away. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.